Hello, my beautiful winners. Today's video is about perfectionism. That old chestnut perfectionism. I'll be honest with you, it has plagued my life for as long as I can remember. I've been aware of it for many years, and I do battle with it. It's not something that cripples me. I don't let it cripple me, and this is why I want to talk about it. But it is always something that creeps into the back of my mind, and if it happens to me, then I know it happens to some of you guys too. And I'm constantly on my anti-perfectionism journey, and I think it affects me so much because I'm quite a creative person. Although I come from a psychology background, you know, as many of you may know, I'm an artist as well. And, you know, I've dabbled on social media, and this is my return, you know, and so part of the reason why I haven't produced as much on social media as I would have liked to is straight up because of perfectionism. Are the thumbnails going to be right? Am I going to say too much in a video? Am I going to forget what to say? Because I'm not the sort of person that likes to write things down. I just think it's better to be off the cuff. But practice makes perfect. And I was really thinking about it the other day. The more hours you get in of any given thing that you want to be great at, the better you're going to be. You almost have to get rid of the idea of perfection to get closer to perfection, because if you put the time in, it will come. You will get better. I don't know about perfect, but you'll definitely get better. And I don't think anyone's perfect at anything. So I think it's one of those situations where if you aim for the moon, even if you don't hit the moon, you might still hit a star. And that's pretty darn good. That's better than most people. And that's the energy that I'm going to be coming with for the foreseeable future. And I think that would help everybody else if they could kind of look at their life in the same way. And I was talking to someone, very wise person. You know, it's very important to keep wise people around you that can keep your mind in check. And she said to me, you're as young as you're going to be, so don't put off doing what you want to do, because you're as young right now as you're ever going to be. And that is just pure facts. And I know that's correct because there's been situations in my life, in my early 20s, and I put things off and said, oh, do you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Or maybe I should have done that before. Maybe it's the wrong time now. And then you get a little bit older and you look at yourself when you're in your early 20s saying that you shouldn't have done that, or you were probably too old or too young to do something. And you go, man, that was the right time. That was the right time. I should have done that. And I say that to say this. You're not too young. You're not too old. If you want to do something, you're only living once. You've got one chance at this, you know, and you don't want to leave it till you're really too old. And I'm going to say an age, but I don't even think that's too old. You don't want to leave things till you're in like your 70s, 60s. You know, that might be too late for some things. Okay, we got to draw a line. So it might be too late for some things. You know, you don't want to leave it till then. As long as your heart is still pumping hard, as long as you've still got power surging through your veins, power surging through your soul, you got to take that opportunity, man. And the opportunity is yours to take. As long as you're still alive, you're still breathing, take that opportunity. Do that thing that you want to do, you know? What you have to realize is it's never the perfect time. If you want a tree in your back garden and you don't have it yet, when's the best time to plant it? Yesterday. Do you know what I mean? And what that basically means, the sentiment behind that is get on it and do it now. Do it now while you still can. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Get on it. I'm going to be talking a lot about relationships on this channel as well, and just talking about, I might even start doing reactions to things that pop up on my feed, my YouTube feed, and my Instagram feed, and other social media, TikTok. And, you know, a lot of the things that pop up on my feed, and also a lot of the questions I get sent, it's usually about dating. You know, it's usually about how to approach. Some guys, they still want to know how to approach women. I'm not one of those guys that thinks that should be the be all and end all of like what you're all about. You know, there's things you can do to earn money. There's things you can do to better yourself as a person. Personal development is not all about making yourself a certain way so that you can get women. I think that's ridiculous, to be honest. But I understand. I've got testosterone surging through me as well. Yeah, I've got testosterone surging through me as well. I understand. You know, females are a huge part of a man's life. Huge part. And I will say to that, you know, there's a lot of guys that are afraid to approach women. They're afraid of, you know, they don't look the part, or they're scared of rejection. And it's the same sentiment. Perfectionism's always going to stop you. You're going to be thinking, oh, she might say no, she might embarrass me. But here's the thing, what if she does not though? You could think about losing all you want, but what if you win though? And if you don't go for the opportunity, if you don't seize the moment, that's an automatic loss. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And you know, I'm saying all these cliche things, but it's cliche for a reason. It's cliche because it's true. You gotta go get that. Don't be afraid of. We're grown. We're men. We shouldn't be afraid of women. As long as you carry yourself well, your chances of her saying yes are quite high. And even if she says no, you still won because you got the balls to go over there and take the chance. It's not about the win. And to be honest, it all comes down to how you define a win. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you have the balls to go from where you are and approach a female, not knowing what she's going to say, not knowing how she's going to react, but you felt compelled to do it, you've already won. Because she might say no, but you gaining that confidence in yourself, knowing that you can do that, that means you can do it again and again and again with different people. And, you know, numbers game, the numbers game will dictate that you're probably going to have a bit of success every now and again. And guess what? Some success is better than zero success. So go get it. All right. Now, I just want to say another thing about perfectionism, because perfectionism affects multiple aspects of your life. You know, dating, it could affect work. I think that's one of the huge ones. It could affect like career, if you want to build something for yourself specifically, or if you want to do something in front of the camera. It can really affect you. It can be that's when it really starts to cripple, you know. And most people that are perfectionists, they're also people that are more likely to become depressed. And if for no other reason than this is why you have to conquer perfectionism. You do not want to be depressed. It can take you to a really dark place. And I've been there, I'm telling you. And it's not hard to slip back in there, all right? It's not hard at all. So listen to me good. Whenever you feel yourself slipping into that place, throw yourself into the deep end. There's never a time when it feels bad afterwards. Once you overcome something difficult, you always feel better for doing it. Even if you don't win anything like out of the ordinary, you win something inside. And you're worth it. So do it. All right? Don't let it hold you back. And I just want to leave you on this last point. I said it in the beginning, I'm going to say it again. For you to get closest to perfection, because I don't believe perfection is necessarily a real thing. But for you to get as close as you can to perfection, you have to throw perfectionism away. And you have to be okay with failing. You have to be okay with not being perfect. And you have to even be okay with people that you know seeing you potentially fail. And you have to be okay with that. Most millionaires don't become a millionaire in their first go around. Most millionaires fail loads of times. You have to go through the rough to get to that smooth. It's like sales. If you've done sales, and I always tell people that like know me in real life, I always say sales, both direct sales or telephone sales, anything like that, that really shows you about life. It really helps you cut your teeth as a person, because you're dealing with adversity. And even at your very best as a salesperson, you have to understand that you're going to get more no's than yes. Even if you're the best salesperson in the world, you're still going to get more no's than yes. So it really kind of builds your strength as a person. Like rejection, you should get to a point where rejection doesn't really mean much. In your mind, every rejection should get you closer to a yes. That's how you have to look at it. All right. I hope I've given you something of value. I hope you hearing this has made you feel inspired to go and do something that you really want to do. I hope you hearing this has made you feel as if you can do anything that you want to do, and anything that you think is standing in your way is not that big of an obstacle, and it's nothing that you can't handle. All right. Now, if you think that I have given you value and you've come across this video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. I really want to make something of this, and I really want to keep pumping out value. And I want to see more of you subscribe, and I want you guys to see more of me, hopefully, as well. Let's help each other out. And I'm going to be coming up with more stuff. See you soon. And remember to click that notification bell. All right. Peace out. Beautiful winners. Let's get it.